Good evening. My name is Brandon Reynolds, and in this blog I'm going to be discussing the Golden Rule as it is written in Matthew 7:12, as well as my own Golden Rule as it pertains to counseling. Along with this, I will present a scripture I found dealing with social justice, and finally I will talk about one action I'm willing to take towards social justice. I grew up with a painting of the Golden Rule hanging in my parents' living room. There was also a reminder to remember the Golden Rule hanging in the dining room. And as I read the Crethur and Withrout article pertaining to the Golden Rule, I was reminded of these paintings. I completely agree with the idea of the Golden Rule. However, as I've grown older, I've developed a deeper view of this rule. Instead of just treating others as I want to be treated, I try to see others as I want to be seen. I want the grace that Jesus promised extended to me every day. This means that I must extend the same grace to others around me. I am not perfect, I make mistakes, and I do dumb things. If this is the case, then I must give others the freedom to do the same. We're all in different chapters of our journey, and I cannot judge someone based on the chapter that I walk into. With this in mind, my golden rule of counseling really comes from the Hippocratic Oath, and it simply states, do no harm. This does not mean cause no pain, because pain is after all growth and healing. It means I must not harm the person or persons I am working with by enforcing my thoughts, feelings, or beliefs on them. Challenge, yes. Participate in healthy conflict, yes. But wherever possible, do no harm. This also means that I must take care of my own well-being at the same time. One of the ways I have been practicing self-care is avoidance of social media. It seems like every person has an opinion that must be shared. By avoiding social media discussions, I can avoid the impersonal keyboard fighting that does nothing but cause harm and division. On a more practical level, I do quiet time every day. I also exercise daily and try to get a round of disc golf in every week. Next, I would like to present a scripture I found dealing with social justice. Isaiah 1:17 says, "Learn to do what's right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, and plead the case of widows." To me, this scripture encapsulates the counseling field at its most basic. As Christians, we're called to seek justice and advocate for the marginalized. And as counselors, we are trained in the techniques needed to seek justice for the oppressed and how to advocate for the underserved and marginalized communities around us. Finally, what is one action I am willing to take towards social justice? I think this question is very interesting in the current political and social climate. I'm willing to work with the marginalized and underprivileged groups in my community. This does not mean I walk in and tell them how to live or change their situation. Rather, it means sitting down with them and hearing their stories, seeking to understand their culture, and embracing the diversity that surrounds me every day, and then using my abilities and platform to advocate for the changes needed to improve their lives. Thank you.